They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. No. Check. Patriot. Go.
On the carry, here's Clement. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, watch it.
They'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jarrett Davis, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Lucky 56. Over, 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 over.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking to throw. On the move to his left. Incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Go get him! Go get him! Go get him! Hot!
He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Detroit! Detroit! Got
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. And even 40 yards. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10.
Gone. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wilson snags it left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gone.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit.
Back to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Gone.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll run it here. Oh, 360. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A give to Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Watching that, Barney!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jared Davis in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So out now come the Lions. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
A run, it's Clement. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Hot! Hot!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Gun! 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 Over! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. no-brainer for the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sean Robinson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now a play fake here on first down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. A quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Clement, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back to throw here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the in route. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now back to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, the 40, 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really hot.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 52 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears get a bit closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the left side, it's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll run with Clement. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sean Robinson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Gone!
Looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey. 4 down.
And they'll go on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Detroit, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up.